Hey gorgeous ones, so I have pulled out all of my summer eyeshadows from the singles and the liquids to the palettes, and I wanted to share them with you all just to give you an overview of the palettes that I have right now. If you see any of them that you like, let me know. If you want me to go more in depth with some of them, let me know. I have done quite a few looks this month, and I know I've kind of like fallen off, but honestly I was stressing myself out about it, and and I'm like putting on stuff and then I go, oh shit, I forgot to film it. And then I'm just like, I can't do it now. So that's what's happened a few days, like today, like I've got this makeup on and I forgot to freaking film it. So anyway, if you would like to see what my eyeshadow collection looks like for the summer, we're not talking about the complete eyeshadow collection. If you would like to see what my eyeshadow collection looks like right now at this moment, stay tuned. Oh, but before you go, this is a long video because these things are always long. And yeah, so go and get you something to drink. Why don't you just like go wash dishes or sort clothes, fold clothes, and watch it, because that's what you should do. This is kind of like that type of video. So if you would like to see that, stay tuned. Don't go nowhere. All right, talk to you later. See you in a few. Whatever. You know what I mean. Okay, so what I did was I just pulled the drawers out because I was trying to like pull everything out because, it's in my room. And then, I was going to like pull everything. I said, why don't you just bring the damn, your drawers. So I have 2 drawers full of eyeshadow palettes. And, I really feel like I don't have that much now because one of my guilty pleasures is watching, is it just me? Eyeshadow collection videos. That's one of my favorite videos. That and lipstick collections. And so I like collections, but especially eyeshadows. So I watch a lot of them. So I'm going to start out with my singles, and then I'm going to go from there, and then we'll go into palettes. I'm not going to swatch everything. I will swatch some things. Yeah, so that's how we're going to do it. All right, so let's go first through the liquids that I have, the liquid like metallic ones, because that's pretty much what I like. I like the liquid metallics. If you all are hearing this, it's because I'm pulling out my Colourpop. Sorry. All right, so here's the first things are my Stila Magnificent Metals. I have 3 now that are for the summer because I got 2 from my friend Julie. She sent me these. She sent me Sunset Cove. And this is such a pretty pink. And now, if you can splurge, if you want to splurge, you can go ahead and get these. These are so nice. These are the ones that started the glitter, the liquid glitters, and the shimmer eyeshadows, and they are worth the money. I will say that they dry down, they don't move, they don't crack that much. So this one is Kitten Karma. This is the first one I ever bought. This is the Kitten Karma. And then this is Enchantress. Now, Enchantress and Kitten Karma look similar, but they're not quite. So if you see them, like this is the Enchantress. It's a little bit lighter than the Kitten Karma, so I'm keeping them both. All right. Then I have this Revlon PhotoReady Eye Art. This is kind of fun. This isn't as good as some that I have, but I do like it because it has the regular cream eyeshadow and then it has the glitter on it so that you can really do some fun looks with. My e.l.f. ones I have are the e.l.f. These are their liquid metallic ones. I forget what they call them now. I have Rose Gold out for the summer. What is this? Mocha Metal? No, this is not out for the summer. Scratch that, it's not supposed to be out. And Brush Copper. These are the 2 that I have out, my Rose Gold and Brush Copper. And these are nice, especially for the money. But they're just a usual cream shadow, metallic cream shadow. So they don't have any glitter in them. They're just enough, but the color is beautiful and they dry down really nicely. Then I have my WetNWilds, and I do like the WetNWild liquid catsuit liquid eyeshadows. Now this is what I'm going to say about them. When you get them, look for the ones that have a sheen to them as opposed to a glitter. The ones that have a glitter, like you see the glitter, a chunkier glitter, they don't dry down as well. They're not as, yeah, I don't like them as much. I think these look the best. Now, a few of them are from that Gothic Graphic. These 3 I think it's 3 of them. No, 4. 4 from the Gothic Graphic. So if you see these, because you can still see them at Walgreens, and I think Ulta still has these on their website. So if you see the liquid, the Gothic Graphic ones, these are so pretty for the spring and summer. You see this like this beautiful purple, and then you got this beautiful pink. I've been killing this with Mystic Dreamer. I've been wearing this a lot. This one is also nice, the Pure Intentions and Goth Tears. So these are all so pretty, so pretty. I'll show you one. I will show you one. And these are a shimmer as opposed to a glitter, and I do like them for that. And they're kind of sheer, but I love them, and they do dry down and they stay in place. Once they dry, they take a couple of minutes to dry, but once they dry, they stay in place. You see that pretty purple? Y'all see that pretty purple? Y'all see that? Right. Then also, and then I also have, now this is one of the regular line, and this is called Shells and Whistle. This is, if you are a neutral lover and you want these, this is a good one to get because it's a very neutral color, but it looks so pretty on. So it's this very champagne-y with a little touch of pink in it. So it's really pretty, and it, like I said, they dry down. Now I had these glazing eyeglasses out. They have all since dried out, so I'll be decluttering these soon. Do not get the glazing eyeglasses. They're nice, they're cute, they are so pretty on the eyes. They give you a really wash of a sparkle. They last pretty long, especially if you put a glitter glue down. And like, they're good to layer on top of another color, but they dry down fast. So just so you know. Just so you know about that. Now, I do have on the Colourpop ones, and this one is in Moonlit. I still haven't bought any more because I'll be honest with you, every time I try to buy them, the colors I want are sold out. That's how much they're selling out. But the Colourpop ones are nice. The Colourpop ones are nice too. And this is like a more of a burgundy color, but it's like a purple. So I put it out just in case, you know, I was going a little deeper when I was going a little more dramatic on these eyes. I got it for that. Now, I also have the CoverFX, and I got this in a Boxycharm, the Shimmer Veil, and this is an Amethyst. It's nice. It's nice. However, I think there's a like 26 or 28. I know they're more than the Stila ones. They're not worth that much. These are, like the Stila ones are for $24. These are true glitters. Let me show you the difference. With the Stila ones, you're getting a serious glittery, you know, and this one, Enchantress, isn't even as serious, but you see this more of a chunky glitter vibe to it. The Shimmer Veil is very subtle, and it's pretty, don't get me wrong. So this is the Shimmer Veil, and this is the Glitter and Glow. I just don't think it's worth $26. I think the Stila Glitter and Glows are worth the $24. They will last forever. They're beautiful. But I don't think the CoverFX ones are worth it. Now, I also have the Colourpop the BH Cosmetics Eyelights. I just got them, and I'm starting to really like them. This color right here, Gnarly, is intensely gorgeous. So some of them, the other one I have, I want to get more now. They only have 6 or 7 of them. But look at this color, y'all. You see this color? Do you see that color? It's gorgeous. And they do dry down well. And then I have Psych. Now, Psych, and they call them eye toppers. So even though they do, sometimes you can layer these on top, but you can layer any of them on top. But I do love that Gnarly, though. That Gnarly is hot. So those are my liquid eyeshadows. All right, so let's talk about some single shadows. Where's the rest of them? Okay, so I'm going to show you all the single shadows I have. And now I do have a few old MAC ones that I need to depot, like this one. This one I need to toss out, but I need to depot it so I can go and use it to, you know, do the recycle. So I need to do that. And then I have a couple of them, some really old ones though. I actually want to just turn them in, but the girl wouldn't take them. She said I needed to depot them. I don't know what that's about. Now I do have these Shea Moisture singles. Now these are nice, but they are soft as hell, y'all. Cause just from sitting in my thing, Look at how this is broken. Now this is, I haven't even done anything with it. It's been sitting in my drawer in this little thing right here. And it's gotten like that. So I don't know what that's about. But Shea Moisture doesn't make these anymore. And I happen to find them on clearance. And they are nice though. Oh my goodness. Let me show you this color. Let me just show you one of the colors. This color is called Desi. You see how pretty that is? I don't know. I guess people really didn't get into it. Look at that. You see how pretty that is? It's such a pretty, you know, matte color. And then this purple right here I have, which is Tanzanite. They're very creamy. They're very buttery. And they do blend well. And there's this purple right there. So I don't know. Apparently they didn't sell well. But I happened to catch them at Target when they were getting rid of them. And I just grabbed them, and I actually wound up liking them, so it worked out. And I try not to do that anymore because I have a whole lot of, you know, I've had my clearance aisle mistakes, which maybe I'll put the description, the link in the description, because I have a whole thing of a whole video on clearance aisle mistakes. And then I have these Ulta glitter top coats. I actually like these. I don't know if you've ever tried them, but they're pretty cool. They're just a glitter, they're a pressed glitter. And you can, like, you know, get some glitter glue or something, and you can just press them. So if you like that whole pressed glitter, this is a really inexpensive alternative to get them. And you see, I can just press it on. And it's a really pretty color. So they have a bunch of them. I bought 2 of them. I have Glitz Girl, and I have Fairy Princess. I said I was going to get some more. Maybe that's what I'll order. Okay, anyway. So those are my single... Oh, let me just... What am I saying? That's not all my single eyeshadows. So let's keep going. Now, the next ones are, of course, my Colourpop Supershock shadows that I just got. Now, I have 14 of them now. These are so awesome. I don't know how I had slept on them, but I kept hearing how you know, they had that, they're that bouncy material, they're that bouncy kind, and I just didn't know if I wanted to deal with them, and I didn't think that I would be able to, you know, really do anything with them. I was like, well, how do you blend them out? How do you blend them? How do you make a look with them? And you can actually make a look with them. And of course, one of the things, of course, you can do, because they have so many metallics and shimmers and glitters that pretty much these are like, you know, for your lid colors. But you can really make some really cute looks with them using them all. This one is called Superfly. Look at this color, y'all. Look at that. I mean, just looking at it in there is, and they are that little soft feeling. But look at that. Look at that color. Look at that color. It's just, They are everything that everybody said. I am so glad I have them now. And now the only problem is now I'm kind of obsessed. I'm about to start obsessing on them. So, yeah. So anyway. And then my Colourpop, and then I bought Colourpop singles just recently because I'm on these quests for certain colors, and you just, and sometimes you just want the colors. I don't want a whole palette. I just want the colors. And so that's what made me buy some, and I'm actually going to buy some more single shadows before the end of the year. Sydney Grace and Davina, maybe a little Luxie Beauty. But here are the shadows that I bought so far. And you can see there's some pinks and purples in here. Because I'm looking for greens that they didn't have enough, but they did have pinks and purples. So I went with those in the mauve colors. And then they did have some beautiful blue shimmers. So those are the ones that I bought from Colourpop right now in an Ofra Z palette. I do want to get some really big Z palettes and fill them up. Is it just me, or like you, is it like you get, you know, something about eyeshadow, it's like the beautiful colors and everything, and then you get caught up, and then you want the whole, that's why I try to stay away from certain things, because I know once I buy one, I'm gonna want the rest. So I haven't bought Sydney Grace, but because I know that once I buy some of her, I'm gonna like it, and if I like it, then I'll be like, well, shoot, I need to buy more. Oh, I need some more. And that's my sickness. Let me know if you had that same sickness, if it's not just me. All right, let's start talking about palettes. Oh, there's one more. This is a Buxom palette that I made, you know, with the single shadow. So this is the one I made, and you can see it's very tonally, you know, very, you know, cool tone purples and mauves and everything, you know, pinky purples. So I love this one. I need to go back though, because it has more satins and shimmers and just one little matte. I don't know what I was thinking, but that's what happened. Okay, so next up, my palettes. So I'm going to start going through the palettes in no particular order. I have one that has the larger ones, and then I have one that has kind of my smaller ones that was in the same thing as this. So let's go through some of the smaller palettes. First off, I have this MAC Purple ×9. This was given to me recently. I don't know if I'm gonna like it, because honestly, I was swatching these and they were terrible. However, they might go on well with the brush, and someone requested a soft purple look, so I was like, okay, I got purple, so I'm going to play with this and see what I can make happen with it, because when like I said, when I swatched it, I wasn't impressed, so we'll see what happens. Then next up are my makeup ateliers, and I have the which one is this? This is called Printemps or Spring Printemps Moonlight, which is a beautiful purple one. And then I have blue. This one is just blue. And I was looking for something that was tonal. These are pretty much mattes with a little shimmer. Not a whole lot of shimmer. The lightest colors are always the shimmers. I will say this. I've noticed about these Makeup Atelier ones. I like them. But the only thing, because I like the whole 5 pans, you know, very similar tones, and they do a lot of these. The only thing I have an issue with is the darkest color in each of these palettes. It is terrible. They're very hard to get, you know, like this I can do, but when you're putting it, but see what happens when you swatch it? It doesn't translate, and using a brush with it, you can barely get it up. It makes no sense, because like the one next to it is awesome. Look at that. And then when you do it, you swatch it, it's like boom, right there. So I don't know what's going on with their formulation on their darkest, deepest ones, but they are terrible. But otherwise, if for that, I would say get them, because I do like them, and they have a range of like 35 different ones. But that's the only problem that I see with them. And it's like in almost every one of these. Let me check this one, if the blue is doing this, and this one too. See, okay, it's on my finger, and then you swatch it, and this is okay, but no, and on a brush they don't work well. I don't know what that's about, but okay. And of course, my Dose of Colors Marvelous Mauves, Blushing Berries, and Sassy Siennas, because you still need to have your warm tones. Because even though warm tones, I think of, you know, like the oranges and the reds, I think of them in summer, in fall, but this is kind of more of a corally peachy color. So that's why it kind of transcends all of them. So that's why I have this one out. And then the berry one is, you know, it has the darker, deeper colors. It also has these down here, which is really nice for the summertime. Because I'm telling y'all, I can be very like, oh no, it has to be summer colors. I need brights, I need pastels. And then of course the mauve right here. I didn't even notice this. Let me tell y'all how stupid I am. I have never noticed that they have names for these on the back. I've had these things since Christmas time. I never noticed that they actually have names for these. Louise. Okay, so there's those. And then I have a few Maybelline palettes. This is the City Mini palette in Downtown Sunrise. This is my favorite City Mini palette. It's a very peachy. I just got my nails done. Okay. Don't mess up my nails. It's kind of peachy. It's a warm tone, but I love the shimmers in them right here. These two shimmers are gorgeous. They're nice and soft, and they are gorgeous, and they look so good on me. So yeah, this is like a nice peachy one. And these are really nice for the lid. I love them on the lid. And the mattes are pretty creamy and blendable. So that's why I like this one. And then the Maybelline City Kits, the pink edge one and the Urban Lights one. They brought these out in January, but these, look at these colors. These are primarily really summer colors. This is all shimmers though. Now let me tell you, it's an eye and cheek palette. I don't like the cheek stuff in here. It's okay. It's a little too glittery for my personal taste, but the shimmers I do like in here. Very pretty shimmers. And I actually did a look with these two this month. And then I have the pink edge. And these are like, this is a cool tone palette, and it's a really nice everyday palette. It really makes a nice cool toned neutrally look and then you can pop in some colors with the Urban Lights right here. Cause see, you have all these colors and these are all shimmers, and they're nice, you know. I mean, they're like $12 for the thing, but let me say this, I still expect a decent feel. So you see that one's pretty. So they come off really pretty on the skin. Nice quality, like $12.99. Okay, so let's go through some small palettes. I have my You Had Me at Hello. It kind of blurs the place between, so you just had to come. What the fuck? Porch. Okay, so anyway, we're gonna keep going because you're not gonna stop no show. You're not stopping the show today, sister. Okay, so anyway, You Had Me at Hello. Oh, you like this one? You like this one? What do you think about this one, Porch? You like the colors? So this is like a very, you know, neutral mauve colors, and even though this kind of straddles, I'm really not using it right now, but it's a cute one to have out for the, you know, especially if I'm going for a more neutral everyday look. It's a really good everyday look. Now I have this Boxycharm and Pure. But Boxycharm and Pure, what do you think, Porch? Now the Boxycharm and Pure, I have it out because it has some really nice colors here. I'm not going to stop because of you. It has some really nice colors in here, but to be quite honest, it's an okay palette. I know people are like, oh my God, it's okay. They blend okay. It takes a lot to build up the color though. They're not the best shadows. They're not. And then next up, of course, is my Yes Please palette. Now this is an awesome palette. I love this palette. It is such a warm toned gem. It has such beautiful, vibrant colors, from the darker, deeper colors to these, you know, that bright pop of yellow, this coral right here. And then, of course, the Creepy Cute. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. So you're just going to sit here? Could you not put your butt in the... Sit down, Porch. I wish you were a dog and I could just say sit and you would sit. No tail in the... Okay, so let's talk about Creepy Cute. You want to see the Creepy Cute? You got your booty all in the camera. No, you cannot do that, Porch. Come on, sit down. Sit on my lap. Sit on my lap. Don't you go on my... No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Okay, you can sit right there. All right. So then we're going to talk about the Creepy Cute. Now, of course, we know that I thought that the Creepy Cute was terrible, but the Creepy Cute is actually creepy and cute. So I do like the pastels. However, if you do need to put a light base down to get a good color payoff, even at my complexion. So if you're darker, you definitely need to do that. So if you want to play with pastels, these are nice. They're highly pigmented. They do blend well. They do blend well. Once I try them again, yes, they do. You see, I'm not going to stop her. I'm just... We're not doing this. All right, so let's get into some other palettes. So now the next palette coming up is the Make Believe in Yourself by Tarte. Now this is a pretty much an all shimmer palette, because that little one, they could not put that dang ugly little matte in there and just put another shimmer. But these are great shimmers. So if you want some good shimmers for the summertime, these are awesome. Oh, I don't know if you can still get it. You might still be able to get it on the Tarte website. Now, my two Juvia's Place, and I know I have a lot of Juvia's Place, but really, I think of a lot of Juvia's Place palettes as being for the fall and winter, because the colors are so vibrant, they're so deep, you know, that they really lend themselves to like holiday looks and winter vampy looks and things. So here are the two that I really think are the best when you think of overall, I think of spring and summer. The first one is the Zulu palette, which is this one right here. That row right there is, and these oranges and yellows, this screams spring and summer right there. So this is a really nice spring and summer palette. And then the Douce, of course, because of the color scheme, this is the most subdued palette that Juvia's Place has come out with. And so this is definitely a spring and summer palette, you know, with these pops of hot pink and these coral pinks. And so this is a really nice, you know, spring and summer palette. She's still here, y'all, just so you know. Don't think she left. She's sitting right here next to me. I know y'all wanted to know that. All right, and here is the last stack of palettes. And the thing is, I really don't have that many palettes when you think about it. I don't. You know, I know, because I look at collections and people be having huge amounts, and I really don't have that many. Okay, Porch, let me do this. Can I have some space, Mama? Maybe not. Don't push back, or you're gonna knock them all over. You're gonna knock them all over. Don't do that. Okay, and then I have the Lorac I Love Brunch palette. You cannot get this anymore, but this was my first. All right, so she's moved over a little bit. Get off of the iPad. Okay, I'm gonna move you in a minute. All right, so this is the I Love Brunch palette. This is a pastel palette. Now, to be quite honest, of the two, the Creepy Cute is more pigmented. However, I do like these shadows. You just really need a light base, and they do take time to build up. But otherwise, I do like them. It's not the greatest palette, but, you know, I was trying something. I was like, oh, spring, I wore them last year. And now this is the Lorac Mega Pro 4. And now I know you can still get this on the Lorac site for like $35. I do enjoy, this is a good palette, you know, and so this kind of, you know, goes from, you know, a fall, winter to a spring, summer, especially with the shimmers down here. So I really do like this palette. I think I've done a look with this, but, you know, I'll probably do a few more before the summer's over. And then I have the SophX. Damn, got cat hair all over me. The SophX, this is the first one. She has a new one that just came out, but this is the one that's the first one that she came out with. And I gotta say, Makeup Revolution has gotten better with their formulation, because I decluttered a lot of Makeup Revolution, but now I am actually enjoying their the formulation of their newer palettes. So this is the SophX. I was about to call it FX. The SophX palette, and this is a really good everyday palette, and it gives you enough of the pretty shimmers that you could make some really cute looks. But then it's got this right here, this little quad there, that's so cute for the summertime. Yes. Now, of course, let's get into a little BH Cosmetics. Let's get into a little BH Cosmetics. And now, if you want to play with color, but you don't want to spend a lot of money, go ahead and get this Take Me Back to Brazil palette. This is the Take Me Back to Brazil palette. This, is it still on the site? I have to check and see. This one is so gorgeous. It gives you a straight rainbow of colors to play with. So if you want to really play with colors, these are, I'm not going to say they're like the best. These are not like the best of BH Cosmetics palettes, because I have some that the shadow formulations are much better, but this is a really good palette. You know, they do blend well. You just have to work with them a little more than some palettes, but it gives you such a good array of colors that if you want to play with colorful eyeshadows, you won't go wrong with this one, because it had, you know, it's just a rainbow. And then it gives you the black and the whites so that you can, you know, set the colors and make them deeper or brighter, whichever one you want to do. Now, of course, I would be remiss if I didn't talk about my new ones. And these I love. Oh, this is the Nouveau Neutrals. And this is so pretty. Besides the fact it's got these beautiful blushes, this is so gorgeous. It's gorgeous, y'all. It's gorgeous. And this is, it's a really pretty one. And it is a newer type of, because it's more corally pink and with some mauves in it, which I love because they didn't throw in a bunch of browns. It's pretty much a mauve, coral, pinky, what is this called? A mauvey, corally, pinky palette. Yeah, that's it. That's it. So this is a great palette. And they blend really well. This is what I like from BH. This is the way they should feel. Then, and finally, the Weekend Festival. Y'all know I love, love, love the Weekend Festival palette. The Weekend Festival palette, she's my girlfriend. I love her. So I love the Weekend Festival palette. This is a, you know, I've talked about this too many times, but it's a great all-around palette. You need to get it. Then finally, my super brights are this Bright Lights by Pinky Rose, which Just Ann sent me as a present. I so love it, love it, love it. It is so pretty. These are just like these bright, gorgeous colors that, you know, just be like, yes. And I love it because it's a lot of matte colors, which means that you can really do some really pretty looks with it. So I love the Bright Lights by Pinky Rose. And finally, we got to the last palette, and it's my Blossom by Blush Tribe. The Blossom by Blush Tribe. Y'all know I love this one. Y'all know I love it. Now, the only thing I will say is that these pinks are kind of too close in color, but other than that, the colors are so pretty and intense. They blend beautifully. They are soft. They're soft. They do have a little kick up, but not a lot. They're nice and creamy. They blend super beautifully, and they are super pigmented. They're almost, but not quite as pigmented as some of the Juvia's Place ones. And just this whole color story is intense, y'all. Y'all know I love this palette. Look at that blue. Look at that blue. And it just comes on just beautifully on. Y'all need to, now I don't know if they still have them in stock, because they were talking about that they were on low stock, and they're not going to be restocking this one until September. So if you want it, you need to go to the Blush Tribe site and order it ASAP. All right, so that's it for the summer eyeshadow collection. I hope you enjoyed it. Why don't you let me know what summer colors you have out there, what palettes you're rocking this season. And if you like it, give it a thumbs up. And if you are new and you've made it this far and you sat this whole video, you know you need to go on and hit the subscribe because you know you like it. Bye-bye.